What is up, guys? This is Crispminer. Today I will be doing a tour of my Minecraft power plant, which is loosely based off of the RBMK-1000 power plant design. It's a Russian designed reactor, and I've kind of based this off that loosely. It's not super accurate, but I mean, it does look very cool. So let's get into it. Here we have a really big view of the entire plant. There's a security fence surrounding all of it, 3 blocks high. Right here we've got some check-in points where you'd give the guy the card, they verify you work here or have a visitor's pass, and they open the gate, let you in. Have a police car just in case they need to chase someone down, because power plants are good targets if you're trying to rob expensive and rare dangerous radioactive material or other things. Here in the main lot, I guess, we have parking lot here for this building. We've got 3 identical tanker trucks, my design, with a long circular trailer at the back. Here's one here which is unhooked from its trailer and a different color, and these workers are filling up these barrels with the stuff inside of this truck. Right here, don't know what these are called, but I've seen them in photos. It's these really big round cylinder buildings that have radioactive signs on them, as well as power lines. Here we've got some buildings that have a fan, just really big fan inside of these 3 buildings. One of them is slightly lower than the other. This one has a water pump going to it through this pipe, which goes back to the main reactor building. Here we have a catwalk. Plenty of cooling towers, about 6 of them. Here's one here. Tons of steam coming out the top. Got 4 or 5 more. 5 more right here. All identical. Steam coming out the top. Catwalks connect them all. Big water source underneath. Steam. These metal line things. Got stairs coming down to the ground, and that's kind of the steam / cooling part, power production part of the plant. Right here we have a helipad, a double helipad. We have a helicopter here that I've built, my own design, and right here, reference to Fallout 276, a vertibird. Little flagpole here, not set in any particular country, just my own flag's design. Over here down this road we've got the main offices, which are just super simple cubicle offices. There's an elevator, a bathroom, and a staircase that just leads up to the top of the building, where we have a couple lamps, staircase, and the elevator, with a glass tunnel that leads into the reactor main building at the plant. Here you can see the redstone coming out from the plant, powering this entire area. And right here we have a couple vans I've designed, just basic Ford, Ford vans. Starting in this main building here, we've got a front desk as well as the logo of an atom, 2 more flags, or symbols, insignias, whatever you want to call it, some workers. Right here we have the CEO's office, the CEO of the power plant, which is actually me, of course. If we go up the elevator, we come to the entrance to the reactor room, which says no entry without full protective gear, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear protective gear. We've got gas mask and hazmat suits on these mannequins. I'll of course not put on the gas mask because you can't see to make the video with it on. Here's another tinted glass tunnel, and we come into the reactor room. Here's the reactor room. This is the reactor lid with all the control rods, fuel rods, graphite control rods of the RBMK reactor design. Look at some pictures on Google. This is what it should look like. I think it looks really cool. I recreated it pretty well in Minecraft, kind of based off of what other people did with the dispensers and some of these colored things, but I think it looks fine. Got lights on the ceiling, as well as these water pipes that have the water pumps that pump water into the core. Here's the reactor control room, which has the most features out of the entire reactor. Have a switch here to turn the reactor on and off. Right here we have a control panel that tells us the condition of the temperature of the reactor, if it's working nicely. Moderate would be full power and still relatively safe. We have an overheated light here. You do not want the reactor to ever go to this, so you want that light to never be on. Right here we have a cool sign, which tells us the reactor is cooled down, but also produces less power, because to cool the reactor down you need to turn on the control rods, which slow down nuclear fission happening. Less power is coming out of the reactor, but it does keep it cooler and stop overheating or bad things happening. Right here's the emergency shutdown switch, which you would turn on if the reactor is overheating or going through a meltdown. Anything bad, you want to press that and hope it works. Here's another indicator that says rods closed. When both the control rods, this one and this one, are both closed, then this light will come on. If only one of these rods is on, this light will not come on, and it will cool down the reactor some, but it will not be on the coldest that it can go, and the nuclear fission can still happen, but it won't be fully prevented. We'll pull this lever, and we'll pull this one. This light comes off, the reactor is cooling down. Now if we take these off, the reactor will be at moderate power. Now, we'll take a little peek at the reactor here. Got to turn on the control rods for our own safety. If we go down the service elevator here, we can come into the turbine hall. Got plenty of turbines here producing power. And right here, through this window, you can see the main nuclear reactor. These pistons here are the control rods. Right now they are both closed. These green things are the uranium fuel. Therefore, when these are closed, it is slowing down and prohibiting nuclear fission from going on, which cools down the reactor and prevents it from producing as much power as it could if these were open. But we shouldn't stay in here because the radiation is very dangerous. Can turn the reactor back on. First, we'll take off the control rods so we can produce maximum power. In the event that something goes horribly wrong with the reactor, we have an emergency shutdown switch. So let me show you what happens.